Wow, this view is absolutely breathtaking. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Dialogue is the exchange of words between two or more people, and it can be used to create humorous situations by using wordplay, puns, sarcasm, irony, and other literary devices that create a sense of amusement. Animals might use body language, vocalizations, or other forms of communication to express humor, such as playful teasing or practical jokes.
That's a really positive outlook.
What do you do for work? I try to stay optimistic.
It's really scary how quickly they can spread.
I haven't. This is actually my second time on a sky island.
It can be tough, but it's rewarding.
Definitely. I want to make sure my children have a bright and sustainable future.
That's a great goal. Do you think they'll live on other planets someday?
And just like how different species in nature can work together to create a thriving ecosystem, different people with different perspectives and backgrounds can work together to create a thriving society.
I'm here for work. What do you do?
I'm a climate scientist. I research the effects of climate change on different regions of the world.
That's really interesting. I've always been concerned about the environment, but I don't know much about climate change.
It's definitely a complex issue, but it's important for everyone to understand the basics.
It is estimated that there are around 7.77 million species of animals on Earth.
Unfortunately, climate change is making these types of natural disasters more frequent and severe. That's why it's important for all of us to do our part in reducing our negative impact.
It's really interesting. And how do we make the captures visible, hearable, and feelable?
Alternatively, a plant might exhibit behaviors that mimic human humor, such as the release of a fragrant scent in response to a particular stimulus.
It is also estimated that there are around 391,000 species of plants on Earth.
It is, but it's also an opportunity to push boundaries and prepare for possible dangers. That's why it's important to take care of the Earth and make sure it's habitable for future generations.
Absolutely.
It's important to think about the long-term consequences and dangers.
However, some estimates suggest that there are around 1 trillion individual animals on Earth, including insects, fish, birds, mammals, and other animals.
There are various technical tools and sensors that can be used to read and capture the communication of plants and animals. For example, bioacoustics uses microphones and software to capture and analyze animal sounds. Similarly, plant sensors can measure factors such as soil moisture, temperature, and nutrient levels to provide insights into plant health and growth.
I'm a software engineer and artist. I work for a company that develops virtual reality technology.
For example, a plant might use colorful flowers or unusual growth patterns to create a sense of whimsy or playfulness.
The sense of interconnection and communication is a phenomenon. From the smallest atom, everything is linked in a complex web of grace. In the natural world, we see this sense how creatures interact in their own way, from the buzzing of bees to the migration of birds. The connections between them are endless. Take the humble ant, for example, so small, yet in their colonies, they are constantly communicating, through chemical signals and vibrations in the ground. They work together as one, with a purpose. Plants, too, have their own way to talk, through the release of chemicals that are constantly circulating. When one is under attack, it sends out a warning, and neighboring plants respond, to defense. In human society, the sense of interconnection is clear, from the bonds of family to the friendships. We share our thoughts, our dreams, and our fears, and in doing so, we create. Technology is connecting us from anywhere. We can share ideas and collaborate at any time we please. The sense of interconnection and communication is a reminder of the beauty and complexity of our being. It shows us that we are, together, we can achieve things that truly are.
They might also use humor as a way to build social bonds or establish dominance within a group.
However, some estimates suggest that there are around 3 trillion individual trees on Earth.
Plants, on the other hand, might express humor through their physical appearance or behavior.
Looking at this nature here and thinking about what you said a few minutes ago about species in nature working together and the idea of learning from nature, I asked myself, how could humans interact with the natural world and understand it?
Living in virtual reality? That's an interesting concept. Do you think it could solve some of the problems we are facing on Earth?
Cultural exchange and understanding. And the total number of individual plants is difficult to estimate precisely.
That's cool. What kind of applications do you work on?
That's a great analogy. It's all about communication and understanding each other's needs, right?
It's definitely a possibility. With the effects of climate change, we may need to explore other options for sustaining human life.
But there are still ethical and philosophical questions that need to be addressed. And of course, there's the question of whether it's even desirable to live in a virtual world instead of the real one.
There are various ways to do that. For example, sound art installations have been created that use bioacoustic recordings to create immersive soundscapes that allow people to experience the natural world in a new way. Similarly, visualizations and data sonifications can be used to translate data from sensors into visual or auditory representations. And, in some cases, the signals captured by sensors can even be used to generate movements, which can be fed into other systems like robots.
And many more other types of plants such as flowers, shrubs, grasses, and mosses. There are around 7.8 billion people on Earth and over 8.7 million species of plants and animals.
There are a plethora of activities that can bring about a sense of serenity and contentment.
New ways of thinking about our place in the universe.
Moss, algae, and fungi grow and thrive mightily in the damp and dark, and with sensors, they can roam. The moss, soft and green, glows with a vibrant hue, sways gentle and rhythmic. Algae, slimy, comes bright to life as it dances with a graceful sway in the light. The fungi, so mysterious, pulses and changes colors with every feat. Together they create a world of wonder. As they move and dance, with sensors, they can feel and respond to the world around them. So let us celebrate these amazing creatures, as they bring joy to our senses. With their beauty and grace, they inspire, and with sensors, they take us high.
The desert on the nearest moon is the largest hot desert in the universe. It is home to a rare species of animal known as the Daxada. These animals are adapted to the harsh desert environment and can survive without water for months.
Reading a splendid book transports us to another world and allow us to escape the stresses of our daily lives.
And the total number of individual animals is difficult to estimate precisely. The ratio of people to species of plants and animals is very large.
How to create a habitable environment elsewhere in the universe.
It's sad to see and feel how the nature is pushed to react in that way on the behavior of mankind. You know, the natural world can teach us so much about life and relationships and taking care of our environment.
What about physical activities such as running, hiking, or swimming?
That's a scary thought. Does it go wrong when we strive to gain power and possession?
Do we have to engage in intellectual pursuits such as reading, learning a new language, attending lectures or workshops to provide a sense of mental stimulation and growth?
Reduce poverty.
What if we have to leave the Earth?
Amazing. Thank you for sharing all of this with me.
It was great talking to you. Still have a nice time. how to establish a sustainable energy source and an artificial atmosphere that can protect humans from radiation and provide them with breathable air.
Inspiring new forms of art and creativity.
How to create a food production system.
A platform for peaceful cooperation and diplomacy among nations.
Being in the presence of those we care about and who care about us provide a sense of comfort and joy that is difficult to replicate elsewhere. Reading can also be a pleasant activity.
A better understanding of the origins of life and the universe.
Being in nature is quite therapeutic.
Humans gazed up at the stars and wondered what lay beyond our planet.
Engaging in a creative activity is fulfilling, as well as a massage or spa treatment. Enjoy a delicious meal in the company of friends.
The squirrel, which is native to this sky island, has a long, prehensile tongue that it uses to strip leaves from trees, and its nice tail helps it blend in with its surroundings.
Lastly, taking time.
Creating a sense of unity and common purpose to the development of new medical technologies and treatments.
Just like how we need to take care of the natural world, we also need to take care of our relationships to prevent social and emotional disaster.
It can increase our appreciation for the fragility and beauty of our planet.
Acts of kindness and generosity towards others.
So, what brings you to this sky island? Just vacation?
What about exploring new places or cultures?
Reminding us of the power of curiosity and exploration. Anything is possible.
Actually, I'm here to take a break from work and spend quality time with my family. I try to balance work and family life as much as possible.
Mostly entertainment, but we're also exploring other areas like living in virtual reality. Space travel provides a unique and unparalleled view of the universe.
Additionally, practicing gratitude and mindfulness help us cultivate a sense of contentment and appreciation for the present moment.
Capture the imagination of people of all ages and backgrounds.
Lastly, practicing self-care and pampering oneself bring about a sense of pleasure and relaxation.
Awareness of the fragility of our planet and the need to protect it for future generations.
Spending quality time with loved ones can also be quite fulfilling, can it not?
The largest living organism on the second sky island is a fungus called Armillaria ostoi.
Taking a relaxing bath or shower is a simple yet effective way to unwind and distress.
The giant causeway in the northern planets is wonderful with his thousands of hexagonal basalt columns that were formed by volcanic activity around 60 million years ago. The walking trees in this area can become over 4,800 years old and are located in empty spaces.
Connecting with the natural world has a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being.
Thank you for sharing all of this with me.
It was great talking to you.
Space traveling became a reality.
Take time to paint, draw, or write or similar activity.
Celestial bodies were previously unknown.
Similarly, listening to soothing music has a similarly calming effect.
The Titanarum is the largest animal on the Sky Island. It emits a putrid odor to drive off attackers.
Take a long walk in a beautiful garden or park.
It provides intergalactical cooperation and collaboration in the pursuit of scientific knowledge.
Doing nothing at all is a great source of rejuvenation.